welcome all to the Friday Night Strike. And I'm Night Strike, your host. Who do we have out there on the chat tonight? We have a couple people out there right now. We've got Grim90. We've got Andrew Faulkner. We've got Roosted Films. We've got D-Temp62. That's all we have out there. We got Roosted Films is saying, is it rude if we don't say hello to Night Strike? Bah, he don't mind. He's used to it. Yes, I'm used to it, yeah. Andrew Faulkner, I missed most of the budgets. We'll listen to it later. Curious what they touched on. What we've been touching on all week. The damn shooting in Florida. That's what we touched on. I just came off of there. Gun Yeager has showed up. Hello, Gun Yeager. Rich White is out there, Mr. 1%. And who else we have out there? Apparently that's all the people who are participating right now. So, what's going on, guys? What do you guys want to talk about tonight? Pretty much, Sean Callahan's out there. What's going on, Sean? Anyways, Gizzard Gary's out there. So, I don't know if you guys have heard, but I'm really pissed off about what's happened in. I know that. Tac Bro 98 is out there. Hello. I'm really pissed off at what California did, and I know Night Strike. Why should you be surprised at anything wrong California does? Not surprised. Disappointed, angry, resentful, maybe. California, a school in California has decided to take it upon itself to basically ban the national anthem. So, because the student president body said that it was that parts of this national anthem are racist. And I am so pissed off at California. I want to ban California. Can we ban California? Can we remove them from, I know states are always saying, oh, they want to succeed. Can we just remove them from the union because it's California and they don't act like America in the first place? Can we do that? Is that okay? Are we not allowed to go and remove California from the union? I'm just asking because that pissed me off. That really, really pissed me off. If I had to suffer through the national anthem every freaking day when I went to high school, there is no good reason on this green earth that those shitlins in California don't have to suffer through it too. Clay, I'm giving you one warning. I'm not tolerating that shit tonight. So, get it all out of your system right now. Otherwise, that's it. Because, quite honestly, I am pissed off at California. Real bad. If they don't want to be a part of America, guess what? They don't have to be. They don't have to get the aid. They don't have to get the protection. They are on their own as far as I'm concerned. I love you too, Knives. So, who else do we have out there? Travis P11 showed up. Yes, we have New Throne Clay out there. We have Mr. Knives out there showing me his appreciation. Yes, I love you too, Knives. No homo and all that. Anyways, Sean Callahan says, shall not be tolerated. That's right. And Roosted Films says, I think the national anthem is important and meaningful, but it shouldn't be forced on anyone. Yeah, well, then let me ask you this. Why should we let other countries play their national anthem at the Olympics? Because it's the Olympics. Every country plays their national anthem, whether we like it or not. If you don't like it, don't watch the Olympics. You know. But my thing is, if you don't want to hear the national anthem, well, then don't be in America, because you're going to hear it in our country one way or the other. If you don't like it, well, then you don't have to be here. You don't have to be an American, and you don't have to listen to it. Mexico's that way. Canada's the opposite. Roosters Films is saying, wait, week in 102 here? I don't know. The Juice says, I got my hash pipe. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Colt97Z says, hi, all. Sorry I'm late. You are not late, Colt97Z. We're just getting started. Rooster Film says, I think they should play all anthems. I just don't think it's up to the government to tell people they need to stand and salute. Yeah. No, you're in America. You have to. I'm sorry, but I had to suffer through it. You know, Roosted, you have to suffer through it too. Get over it. It's just how it's always been done. Taking it away means you're taking a part of our American culture away. And by doing so, we cease to be American, the American as we know it, and become something like, you know, anarchists or Antifa or something. I don't want to know what it is, quite honestly. All right. Midnight Range TM says, what the hell's going on? You're late. That's what the hell's going on. The Juice, it says, owie. Hope you're okay, Juice. Calaveras 32 special. See nothing wrong with school days starting with anthem and pledge. No, I don't either. I had to suffer through it. Rooster Spells is saying, I'm not talking about taking it away. I'm saying it sounds kind of communist to force allegiance. You're not forcing allegiance. You don't have to say the Pledge of Allegiance. You don't have to, put your hand over your heart or salute. You can just stand up, or you can be an asshole and take a knee. But either way, you have to show some reverence. People fought and died for this country, for you to be the obstinate asshole that you want to be. Whether it's right or wrong, that's on you. Either way, people fought for you, whether you want them to or not. They're going to continue to do so because that's what it means to be American. All right. So, Travis P. saying, we start every day in my classroom with a pledge. I have yet to have a student not stand, and I have kids from several different countries. Beaverwood Outdoors says 1911s are outdated. Better to go buy a Glock. No, thank you. Travis P11 says, I don't really see seeing the pledge or anthem as suffering. It reminds me of my loyalty to what our country is supposed to be. Yes, it does. The Juice says every American should have to own 3 Glocks. No. Rooster Film says agreed. We're on the same page. He says 3 Glocks is too many. 3 Glocks is too many. Well, yes, it is. I would even say 1 Glock is too many for me. I'm not really a Glock fan. You guys know this. So, anyways. Russ Carr says every American should own at least one 1911 and an AR-15. Yes, they should. Because, damn it, that's the American way. 1911. The same one that, that drew blood from its worst enemy. Me. Rooster Film says, come on, Night Strike. You know you have a Glock under your pillow. No, I don't. I absolutely don't. I don't prescribe to Glocks. And Stealth Hunter says, how many 1911s are too many? I'm going to say 4. After you get 4, that over 4, it's too many. Because for some of the uneducated out there, while I don't necessarily see them as 1911s, people are crazy about 10 millimeter and having it in a 1911 form. Then people like 9 millimeters in 1911 forms. I don't understand it because the only 1911 you should have are 45, but some people get all 3. Then they'll have some form of like officer or commander size 1911. And there you go. That's the only 4 you should have. Though for me, I'd rather have the 1911 I have a World War I style, the 2011, and a commander or an officer's. Something easily concealable. So that's what I want. All right. So here he goes. Grim90 says, hey everybody again. Sorry I nodded off for a bit. Well, hello, Grim. And Insight Freedom, you saying it's lyric time, I will time you out if you lyric time tonight. I'm not having it tonight. Rooster Film says, I say it all the time. Nothing says America like 45 in each hand. That's right. Midnight Range TM says, I think a 1911 in 10 millimeter is pretty sweet. I don't like 10 millimeter, but if that's what you want, that's what you want. Insight Freedom says, go big juice or go home. Rick's Life as I See It, hey Rick, says 45 ACP. And Clay is saying 10 millimeter auto in Glock Teen 11. Well, if they ever make a Glock Teen 11. RL is saying for 1911s is too many. Ah, shit. Okay, no cursing, guys. Curb your cursing. All right, Ruscar says 45 ACP, 9mm, 10mm, 22 TCM, 460 Roland, and 50 GI. I think I have more than 4. Well, then you are an overachiever, Russ. Evo Brubaker. What if you like to collect 1911s? Can you just own the 4 Wilsons? Okay, well, if you want more, then okay, but there you go. Squib is out there. What's going on, Squib? And Trollmaster General is out there. No reason to conceal a 1911. Too pretty to conceal. Well, I won't argue with you there, Trollmaster General, but again, I'm looking at getting one of those officer or commander sizes where they're shorter, they're a bit smaller, easier to conceal, because I want to conceal carry one, just because. All right. Sean Callahan says happiness is a performance center. Happiness is a performance center 627. No, happiness is a performance center 629. Or just the 629 in general. No, just saying. All right, Russ. Inside Freedom is saying, Russ, 22 TCM is a blast, isn't it? Juice says, no wonder they call you Jonas. Yeah. Don't call me Jonas on my own shows, guys. Roosted Films says, I love this show. Nice Strike says what we want. The say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. There you go. And you know what? Just for the hell of it, Roosted, chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. There you go. All right. Wheelchair Warriors is in the house. And he said that out there in the chat. So I'm just reading it. All right. Midnight Ranger saying, I'd like to get a 1911 eventually, and I like the idea of 10 millimeter, but 45 is classic. It is. It's America. Anyone that says otherwise is trying to sell you something. The Juice says 45 is slow. Yeah, Juice. 45 is slow. That's why you get the 68 grain where it's like 2,200 feet per second. Then you get the plus P stuff. That's not slow. And besides, even if it is slower than other rounds, I'd like to see you outrun a 45 because I don't think you can do it, Juice. I'm sorry, you're incapable of doing it. You ain't Superman. All right. You got mail. Trollmaster General says, I can call in the trolls if Night Strike wants more viewers. I don't want more viewers. You guys are enough for me. You guys are enough. Thank you for the offer, though. I appreciate it. New Throne Clay says, I gave you a thumbs up. Please don't ban me. I'm not going to ban you, Clay. I'm not. It's just, I'm high-strung today. I've been angry at all the wrong things. The whole Florida thing that, we have to talk about all fucking week because some dumbass kid, didn't get the help he needed or, whatnot. So, and then there's the whole California thing. I'm a little high-strung, so I don't mean to take it out on you, Clay. I'm sorry. Squibload says everyone should own at least one 1911 in any caliber. Okay, I mean, if you want to go that route, I can agree with that, as long as it's a 1911. All right. RL says sometimes short, fat, and slow get the job done, though. At the Juice. Trollmaster General saying, don't ban me, bro. No, bro, I won't ban you and I won't tase you either. So you're good. Midnight Range TM says, but I also want the FNX TAC 45 suppressed for home defense piece. I do too. I just don't want to pay the price for it right now. Beaverwoods Outdoors says Night Strike won't tell you this, but he bought his 1911 from Springfield Armory. Oh, you motherfucker. I did not buy my 1911 from Springfield Armory. All right. You know what? It's picture time. It's all Beaver's fault. It's picture time. So, all right. So let's sign in. Where is it? It's on the next page, I think. Here we go. Let's screen share this. That is not a Springfield Armory. That is an ATI. See that right there? ATI, not Springfield Armory, because fuck that. I'm not buying a Springfield Armory. This is when I first got it, and I got a little overzealous on the oil, okay? So, yes. This is when I got the 1911 new. It's seen a lot of use. Might have some scratches and some dings here and there, but it's still pretty much the same. I just took the rosewood grips off of it and put, standard 1911 A1 grips on it from military surplus. But that's the 1911 Night Strike has. So, and as you can see, it is not a Springfield Armory. It's an ATI. Because right here it says ATI, Somerville, South Carolina. All right? All right. We're done with that. All right. Here. See, all right, let's go back. All right. 20. Russ Carr says, Scott P says, P79 says Glock 19X is copying the Colt Commander. Yeah, well, it might. Russ Carr says 22 TCM, fun as hell play shooting a laser beam with a flamethrower attached. I want to know where to get that version. Midnight Range TM says America. Clay says America. Trollmaster General says America. All right. We got some America going on here. All right. Outlaw Hatfield says never enough Night Strike. Yes, never enough Night Strike. Insight Freedom says I have a Springfield 1911 and I'm proud of it. Well, fuck you, sir. Because I do not support Springfield Armory. Unless it's the original Springfield Armory and not that shitty corporation that stole the name of the original Springfield Armory. All right. Anyways, Rick's Life as I See It says, slow at what? Can you outrun one? No, you can't. Sean Callahan says, I love my 45. I literally shoot my 1911, pull trigger, throw gun in front of a bullet. Very funny, Sean. The Juice says, dude, I can pinch 45 ACPs out of the air mid-flight. Prove it. Throw down. Start making some videos. I want to see it. Roosted Film says, I heard it's possible to outrun a 45 if there is a sandwich on the other side of the room. No, it's not. Midnight Range TM. Horn Sounds. Colin and Trolls. RL Sewer says, laugh out loud at the Juice. Just get 45 Win Mag. Takes the whole head off. Ah, okay. Trollmaster General says, how is it that every chat I go on to, Midnight Range TM is a mod? I don't know. He makes food. He weasels his way into moderatorship on everybody's channel. I don't know why, but we got to fix this. We need to make the anti Midnight Range TM league. Travises are allowed, just not that Travis. And Young Gunyeager says, I have an RIA 1911 and 45. Good man. Good man. Rich White says, I was eating hot wings and so couldn't respond to anything until now, but I have a couple points to make. Okay, Rich, I'm waiting. Scott P79 says, my local shop has an M1A. I think I'm going to buy it. It's not new, is it? Because I wouldn't buy it new. If it's used, go for it. That way that money's not going to Springfield Armory. All right. The Juice says, I'll give you a thumbs up for being NEA's whipping boy and eating those nasty Taco Bell fries. Oh, okay. I'll take it. I'll take it, I guess. Rich White says, 1, my wife says you're an idiot, Night Strike, for saying you suffered through the national anthem. Well, it's your wife, so I'm not going to say anything. I don't know her. And Rich White says, 2, there's no such thing as too many guns except where Glocks are concerned. One of those is too many. Okay. And Midnight Range says, wait, didn't he just say no swearing in the chat? Then drop. I did not. I did not drop a 102. Moderators out there, go after people for that. Rooster Film says, sorry, I 102'd. F Springfield Armory. Yes. Okay. All right. Sean Callahan says, at Rich White, that's why she says he's an idiot. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support. All right. I know you guys are going at it, but just slow down with the typing, all right? Scribload says, how does it run with blood inside of it? I cleaned it out. As Roosted says, squib load smooth as silk. Yes. Smooth as silk. Philo says, it's Night Strike and the crew. Hello, Philo. How you doing? Midnight Range says, once a 1911 tastes blood, you got to get rid of it. They're uncontrollable after that. Well, no, mine's still pretty damn controllable. Scott P79, it is not a 9mm 1911. It's 45. The Juice says, I think Night Strike is a huge Springfield Armory fan. He just hides it. No. The only Springfield Armory gun I would ever consider owning is an M1A. But I'm not going to buy it new, and I'm not going to pay over $1,000 for it. I'm sorry. It's not worth that much. All right. All right, Roosted Films. Springfield sold out all of Illinois and the 2A community. Yes, they did. Colt 97Z says, Night Strike, thanks for the show on Friday. You're welcome. Philo says, Night Strike is still mad about people making fun of 45. I don't think I'll ever get over it, Philo. I'm sorry. Midnight Range TM says, that's discrimination. The Juice says, I own a 460. Does that count for 45? Only if you've done the conversion on a 1911 for 460 rolling. All right. The Outlaw Hatfield says he's a Travi, and Travi are sneaky. Insert word here. And yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are very sneaky. Well, we'll just say that. Yes, I'm getting behind. I know, Insight Freedom. You guys need to type slower. Don't make me institute a mandatory 15-second rule. Philo, because he begs for the hammer, can't get enough hammer. God knows what he does with the hammers. Wow, Philo. Wow. Okay. Now I think I'm going to scroll down to see what the rest he said. All right. Sean Ponery says, wanting to buy a wrench. Okay, what do you give me for it? Amorphous says, food chat. No, we're not doing a food chat. Midnight Range says, Stealth Hunter 1000, it's love-hate. Night Strike loves to hate me. Yeah. I think that's right. No, that is right, yeah. I'm not a fan of Midnight Range TM. I love to give him problems. Sean Ponery says, thinking about walking to the mailbox. Wipes him out of breath. Very funny. I hope that was directed at Midnight Range TM. Wow, he's way behind. This might take a while, Philo says. Yes, it might. I may just skip. I'll skip if it makes you feel better. All right. Trollmaster General says, why wouldn't Night Strike let someone else in the room? So it was interesting to listen to, at least. Because this is Night Strike 1's YouTube channel. That's why. Who else? Let's see. Inside Freedom says, my comment won't make sense when he finally gets to it. Well, I'll just skip it then. All right. Type slower, Trollmaster General says. So he... All right. Stealth Hunter 1000 says, Night Strike 1, ATI is made by Springfield Armory. Look it up, dude. ATI is not made by Springfield Armory. They're made by Shooter's Arm Manufacturing in the Philippines. Nice try. All right. R.L. Sewer says, 15-second rule. Kind of like keeping up with Night Strike's life. Thanks. No, Midnight Range TM, we're not doing another food chat. All right. Mad Sexy Man of the Night says, bacon. Well, Master General says, bacon. Bacon is awesome, but we're not turning this into a food chat. Stealth Hunter 1000 says, at Insight Freedom, it's true. Look it up, poor Nightstrick. Wow. Okay. Thanks. Well, he slipped my friend his response to his. Yeah, there's a reason why. John Brown says, "Hey all, hello, John Brown." Philo says, "Nightstrike, do you know anything about 6.5 Grendel?" Philo, unfortunately, I do not. So, go ask Yankee or Never Enough Ammo. I don't mess with that caliber. I go with calibers I can buy over the counter at the local shops or at PSA. And believe it or not, PSA in my area, the one I go to, doesn't carry a lot of some of that Milsurp ammo. They don't always carry Makarov, so that's why I haven't bought a Makarov yet. I want one, though. Mad Sexy Man says, bacon pie. We're not turning this into food chat. Travis T says, Nightstrike is discriminating against me by not giving me a wrench. Travis, keep thinking that, but the answer is no. You're still not getting a wrench, though. Russ Carr says, if Nightstrike's going to read every one of these messages, I'm going to start writing some really messed up stuff. And then I will ask one of the mods to give you a small timeout. Sean Callahan says, welcome to Costco. I love you. Okay. Mad Sexy Man says, Man of the Night says, Nightstrike, you ever watch loads of bacon? I've eaten lots of bacon. Does that count? Trollmaster General says, if a 45 traveling at 800 feet per second is it as slow as Nightstrike trying to keep up with the side chat? Philo says, Yankee, seriously? No, not seriously. I mean, unless you want to know about revolvers, you ask Yankee. Other than that, you ask Never Enough Ammo about 6.5 or 6.8. I don't mess with it. So. They're trying to do food chat. I'm just going to skip if you're going to talk about food. All right. Sean Ponnery says, hashtag wrench check. John Brown says, hello, Nightstrike and Mr. Trollmaster General. Hello, John Brown. How you doing? All right. Midnight Range is playing around with the emojis. What else? Okay. Rooster Film says, I could use a timeout. We have to listen if we're on timeout. Nope. Rooster Films, you see at the top right there, there's a red X at the window. Just press that and you don't have to listen. You also don't have to take part in the chat either. You're good. You'll be good. All right. Sean Callahan says it's time for Monday night rehabilitation. Okay, it's not Monday. Sean Ponnery says if 45 traveling east at 500 feet per second and Amy Schumer was eating her way at 2 states a day, where would they intersect? Chirac? Probably. Or maybe Colorado, whichever comes first. Rich White says, yes, Roosted. Whatever Roosted said. All right. Mad Sexy Man of the Night says, I unsubscribed to Yankee after what he did. Okay, what? I'm curious, Mad Sexy. What did he do? If it's that who the blank is Jonas, yeah. Thank you. If not, okay, whatever. Rooster Films, you may have broken my heart, Rich White. Well, it's breaking your heart. Okay, Trollmaster General is asking, what is the fastest 45 factory built out there? Well, here's the thing. If you get a lower grain bullet, like a 68 grain or a 78 grain, you can get like 21, 2200 FPS. Now, if you go something with like 45 Super, and 45 Super is a derivative of 45 ACP. You can run it in a 45 ACP gun, but you have to replace the recoil spring and make sure that your 1911 is spec'd to be able to handle it. Most are, some aren't. But you should be fine. 45 Super, what is the rating on that? Let me look that up for you. 45 Super is at 230 grains, it's 1100 feet a second. The 200 grain is 1200, and the 185 is 1300. Still a significant difference over the standard 45, which is about, as we said, it's about 800 feet for like the 230. So it's up to what you want to use. I mean, if you use like a 68 or 78 grain, one of those ones, those critical defense that the Jimmy James was talking about on the early watch, those are like 2100. That's pretty fast for 45. All right. Sean Callahan says Brondo has electrolytes. Yes, it's what's plant electrolytes. It's what plants need. Last guy 108 says, "Hey, sorry I'm late. What I miss?" You didn't miss anything. Travis T says he needs a wrench. R.L. Sewer says, "Wow, Night Strike. Skipping food. That doesn't happen a lot." No, it happens quite often. Insight Freedom says, "Sean, the 45 would still win. It finally hit that pick." Wow. Okay. That's mean, but true. Sean Potter says, Hudson H9, best 9mm ever. I may slightly be biased on that one. Yes, you are, Sean. Yes, you are. He still loves his Beretta, though. Well, I like my Beretta, too. Even if it is in 9mm. Uh-oh. Malevolent Burrito is in there. And he's got a wrench. Who gave Malevolent Burrito a wrench? I didn't authorize that. You know what? I'm not going to argue with it. You know, there we go. Russ Carr says, my testicles getting lower. I'll need a jock strap made by Red Wings. I'm not sure I wanted to read that. All right. And Midnight Orange Team says you can load a light bullet in a 45 1 mag, and that thing would be screaming. Yes, it would. Sean Ponery says Liberty of Civil Defense 45 1 mag, 4000 FPS. Yes, that is fast. That is fast. Rankonak Gun Channel says opinions on Beretta 92. Are you asking 92s with the apostrophe S or 92S? Because if it's a 92S, I've got one. It has the mag release on the bottom. The traditional European one. It does not have the firing pin block. So, and the sights on it, they're not the best. But if you just want a cheap Beretta 92, I still think like Southern Ohio Gun has them for like $279, $289. I'd pick one up. Because where are you going to get a Beretta 92 for under $300? You're not. You just really aren't. And yes, that also means the magazines you're going to get are going to have the cutout for the bottom cutout for the magazine release. But what can you do? You're going to have that. All right, so let's catch up. Janice Gay is promoting hashtag Justin's final mission. So check that out. Help people out. Yada, yada. Janice Gay is the YouTuber formerly known as Alan B. Pro. And Malevolent Burrito says it's a wrench. It's not a wrench. It's a spanner. Okay, wrench, spanner. Go for it. Ohio 45 ACP. Liberty Ammunition will run 45 ACP at 1900 FPS. Ooh. Nice. Our source says, I like the S model trigger better than the modern models. Yeah, though I also like the Wilson Combat replacement trigger spring. That's nice. Wolf also makes them, but those are pretty good. Med Sexy Man of the Night says hi to Janice Gay. Janice Gay saying hi back. Yes, Ruth. RL Source says yes. Roosted has the European style mag release. Yes, it does. Let's see. RL Source says I paid $265 for my 92S. Okay, I paid about the same for mine, but I got mine from PSA. I know. I bought it at PSA. I can't argue. Can't lie. Love Burrito says hashtag shall not be infringed. That's right. Rankinok Gun Channel says, RL, thanks for the info. I was thinking about it, Night Strike. 92S does look like a good deal. It is. If you just want a Beretta 92 under $300, you get the 92S. Yeah, you'll have to get the magazines with the bottom cut mag release hole in it. But the thing is, you'll have a Beretta 92 that you didn't pay $400 or $500 for. All right. Sean says, hashtag shall not be wrenched. Yes. Janice Gay is saying, hashtag shall not be blue wrenched. It's not a wrench, it's a spanner. R.L. Sewer says Italian police surplus. Yes, it is Italian police surplus, 92S. Right. Travis T is saying, hashtag shall not be infringed. Now, hashtag wrench for Travi. Not going to happen. Ohio 45 says 92 trade-ins look to be just over 300 now. Yeah, if you're looking for a police trade-in FS, it's 300 to 400. If you're looking for a 92S Italian police surplus, they're still what? Southern Ohio again, because they have those all the time. Oh, here we go. I'm going to screen share this because you guys are going to see this. Check this out. Why is it wanting to screen share? Damn it. There. Check this out. Southern Ohio gun. Okay, you can't get it in California. But the Beretta 92S with the heel style Mac release. It's actually more comfortable than you think. They got them on sale, $249. $249 for Beretta 92. Okay, I'm sorry. Even if it's got the European heel release, if you haven't done so already, jump on that. I'm just saying, right there. That is a great price. Now, they also have options where if you want to hand pick it and whatnot, you can do that. You can pay better. You can pay more for a better version. You know, then it becomes over 300. But if you just get this base model, yeah, sure, it might have some holster wear. Might have been shot a couple times. But it's not a bad gun. I've got one. I love mine. All right? Enough ranting about that. All right. So, Rooster Film says, RL, I just saw those somewhere on sale. Classic, maybe. Classic is one place they have them. Gunny Yeager says he has a Beretta M9. I want a Beretta M9. I can't find one. All I can find are those 92 FSs with the stupid warning label built into the frame ruining the gun. I don't want a warning label on my firearm, guys. All right. Stealth Hunter 1000 is saying, Night Strike, may I have a wrench, please? No. Janice Gay says, Tina Dandridge is also live right now. I have no idea who she is, but she's live right now. I don't know who she is either, though I know a plumber named Dandridge. So, there we go. Travis D says, Spanner me, big boy. Not going to happen. Janice Gay is saying, at Night Strike, may I have a spanner, please? No, you may not. Scott P79 says, I need a spanner. No, you can't have one. You cannot have spanner. Malevolent Burrito, that page you just linked to doesn't work. YouTube's ruining the pages. Was that a Colt Walker that we were talking about the other day? Yeah, that's the Aberti one. That's what 386. Yeah, I see him cheaper than that elsewhere. Gizzard Gary says, that's okay. I have a lot of good supporter. Okay, a lot of good supporters don't have wrenches. He says, fine, just ignore me. I'm not ignoring you, Gizzard. There's so many people here. I'm trying to keep up. Scribbleout said, I've had an M9 for almost 20 years. Squib, you are one of the lucky ones. Roosted Film says, what's the best way to drop the mag on a 92S? What's the best way to drop a mag on a 92S or a 92FS? Just drop it, I guess. Yo. Rito, the link does not work. Yes. Wheelchair Warrior says, I don't want or need a spanner. No, Wheelchair Warrior, you do not. Janice Gay says, dang, spanner hoarder. Russ Carr is playing the Wimpy card. I'll gladly pay you tomorrow for a wrench today. No. Rob C says, who did the thumbs down? The same asshole that keeps thumbing down all of my videos, Rob C. I don't know who it is. If I knew who it was, I would try and remove them from being a subscriber, because obviously I don't need a subscriber that's going to thumbs down every fucking video I make. And yeah, I know I screwed up there. All right, Sean Ponnery says, I want the Root Dragoon. Yes, I do too. Rich White says, people's just being needy today. Yes, they do. They are. Travis T says, hashtag spread spanner love. No. Roosted Films, like always, Rich White. Malevolent Burrito says, hashtag thumb it up. Stormin' Norm Gunworks says, Night Strike, what is your favorite CCW revolver? I only have one revolver. You guys know this. I'm not that big a fan of a revolver, but I don't know. It would probably have to be a revolver in like 357. And that's 357 Magnum, yes. I would get either a snub, probably a snub 357 Magnum revolver. It doesn't matter the company. Just one of those would probably be my choice if I had to choose a revolver to carry CCWs. Actually, Storm and Norm, I don't have it yet. They haven't sent me the paperwork and the card saying that I'm allowed to yet. I have paid them. I have sent the paperwork in. I'm waiting to get the permission slip. So I've done everything I can on my side. Josh Aguirre says, what revolver do you have? I have an old U.S. Revolver Co. / Ivor Johnson 38 Smith & Wesson revolver that I got for $40 because some guy in Arms List said it was broken because they couldn't get it to do double action. It turned out it wasn't broken. The guy just had grease caked all over the damn thing. So I sprayed it down with some oil and greased up the parts that needed it. And hey, guess what? Oh my God, it did single double action all day again. Oh my. Yeah. And yes, Storm and Norm, I did pass. Okay. Janice Gay says, Boya. Sam Pottery says, if he had a favorite, it'd be my 327 night guard. Sean, you might be onto something there. Rooster Film says a 686 plus 3-inch is a solid carry revolver. Yeah, I'm not complaining. I just said I wanted, if I was going to carry a revolver, and I'm not saying I'm going to, but if I was going to, I would want something in like 357 Magnum because I believe that would be a decent enough powered round to protect myself with. Okay, I'm a big fan of 357 Magnum, though I'm also a big fan of 357 SIG. So I know what's wrong with you, Night Strike. What's wrong with you? I'm just me. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Sean Punnery says it's hard to contest 8 rounds of 357 Magnum. It is. It really is. Stormer Norm G Work says, not only did you pass, you passed while injured like freaky gangsta. Laugh out loud. I was injured. I did shoot one-handed. I wasn't turning it to the side. I was shooting it regular World War I style mostly, but I still passed, yes. I may have missed the actual numbered parts of the target, but I still hit the target with every shot, so there's something there. All right. Rich White says 627 is better than 327. Sean Ponery has responded with, hold your tongue. Sean Ponery says, Scandium Master Race. Okay, Sean. Insight Freedom says 300 better, Rich. Wheelchair Warrior. Are you broadcasting on gun channels? No, I am not. This is strictly just for the YouTube guys to chat with me, and I'm responding with them and reading off their stuff. Sean Ponery says, though I do have the hots for the 8-shot Ruger Red Hawk Heavy. Sean, you're not alone there. Storm and Norm Gunworks says, I would run a snub 8-shot 357 or a 6-shot snub 44. You know, I can get behind the 44. You're right. Malevolent Burrito's asking, did NEA's throat finally heal from the Yankee thrashing? I do not believe so yet. Roll call 219 says, shall not infringe. Shall not infringe. Roosted Film says Scandium is for hipsters. Oh, wow. Midnight Range says, not on GC. G-Webs is going to be angry. Yes, he is. But I do this for you guys on the YouTube, so there we go. And Inside Freedom says, I would much rather be behind a 44 than in front of one. I can agree with that too. I can agree with that. So what else you guys got? You got any questions for me? You got anything you want to talk about? Okay, Stormer Orner's asking. For your test for the CCW, did they make you shoot weak hand, 2, or a strong hand only? How about shoot between the legs or behind the back? No, I did not. They did not make me do trick shot. And here's the thing, guys. I hurt my right hand, but luckily God gave me a spare, and I'm left-handed, so I was shooting left-handed. So I know, guys. I know you're gonna be disappointed. Night Strike, you shot that left-handed. Well, that says everything. I am a left-handed shooter. I'm also a left-handed rider. So there you go. All right. Russ Carr says Hudson's are for the chosen. Hashtag we are great. 11 Burrito said, what did you do to that poor NES Mini? It's not done yet. I have to go turn it on and play games with it next. Roll call says, yeah, need a sharper bayonet. I do. The film says if a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a noise? Yes, it does. Janice Gay is asking, what is the airspeed of an unladen swallow? Jan, I'm going to ask you this. African or European? Rob C. says, how the hell do you now have 5 thumbs down? We love you. Sean Connery is saying, question, when you start carrying, what's going to be the 45 loading of choice? I asked because the idea of those Liberty Civil Defense rounds going super fast rather than slow plus heavy. I've actually thought about getting those Liberty Civil Defense rounds. I'm not kidding. I'm being serious. Like getting some of those, or just going and getting some 45 Super and just using 45 Super. Either way, it's faster than the standard 45. All right. Storm Norman says, at Malevolent, does that NES take Glock mags? Yes, it does. It also takes 1911, Smith & Wesson, and you know what? Just for giggles, it also takes Kel-Tec and High Point mags. All right, which white is saying European or African? I don't know. We have to wait for Jan to follow up. Roll calls 219 says your conceal in carry should be 40 Smith & Wesson. Roll call, I don't trust my life to 40. Wheelchair Warrior says, I'm out, guys. See you later. Goodbye, Wheelchair Warrior. We'll see you later, dude. Take it easy. Ohio 45 ACP says, you'll be amazed how light the 45 is with Liberty Civil Defense ammo. All right. I'll hold you to that, Ohio. Ohio, do me a favor. If you know a good place to get some of that, at a decent price, email me at nightstrike1@gmail.com. And I'm going to look at picking some up just to test in my 1911. All right. Scott P says, 79 says, 6 thumbs down. Those are rookie numbers. Need to get them up. No. We need less of those. Rob C says, so if you get 10, I will give you $10. Okay. Janice Gay says, bring forth the holy hand grenade. The holy hand grenade! Yes. I love that movie. Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail. We are the knights who say me. All right. Trollmaster General says, what is the best airsoft pistol to buy for target shooting? Trollmaster General, I don't know. I own real firearms. Why the hell would I want an airsoft pistol? That's not a toy gun. That's real. Why would I want a freaking toy when I have a real gun? I don't understand. Travis T. Gonna live stream the Walmart walk when you get your CCW? No, I'm not. I'm not going to live stream any place I'm not allowed to carry. Because I don't want to get arrested. Nice try, Travis T. Trying to get me in trouble. Sean Pony says, bro, Theoben Rapid Mark II. That's pretty damn real in the air rifle world. Okay, whatever. I'm not into air rifles or air guns, so knock yourselves out. Janice Gay says, inside Freedom, I'm going to skip the 357 SIG and go straight directly to 10 millimeter. Well, Jan, you go get your 10 millimeter. You tell us how it is. Storm and Norm Gunworks says, I like 45 long Colt still with the fast ammo. It is pushing a 78 grain 45 cal projectile at 2,000 feet per second. That is... It is fast, yes. Janice Gay says, I carry in Walmart every time I go to Walmart. Yeah, but in South Carolina, if a business has a sticker or sign on the front of it that says you can't carry, don't carry in there because you will get prosecuted if they catch you. So, there we go on that. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Insight Freedom says, I want a 10 millimeter too. Don't ever see a 40 in my future. I don't really either. Sean Connery says the 9 millimeter plus P is doing 2K too. Yes, it is. Scribload says you can't carry in Walmart. In mine, they have no gun signs. So I don't know if that just applies to open carry or if that applies to concealed carry or not. But they've got a no gun sticker on the front door, unfortunately. So I may have to check with the Walmart and see what their policy is and whatnot. And sometimes in the state of South Carolina, that's what you got to do, check the policies before you jump in. All right. Anyways, Maleficent Burrito says 45 Colt lever revolution is no joke. Travis T says Walmart don't care. It's a tradition to go there as soon as you get your license. Inside Freedom says stupid laws making rules a law. Yeah, it's true. Chris Carr says, but those signs are only for Berettas. I know, it's weird. But that's how it is. Roll Call 219 says, what's the meaning of making the NES a Raspberry Pi? No. You drop the E, and it's called Raspberry Pi. It's the computer. All right. Well, I'll tell you in detail later. All right. Amorphous says, where are you in the Palmetto State, Night Strike? You're in originally from Greenville. I'm in the Low Country, Amorphous. I live right outside of Charleston in the Walterboro area. You know where that is. And if you don't, well, there's a map. Squibload is saying South Carolina. You know what, Squib? All I have to say is at least I don't need a permit to buy a handgun. Oh! All right. Maleficent Burrito says High Point 10 millimeter 109 5 TS sold out everywhere. Yes, it is. All right, guys. That's it. We're done. Stick a fork in her. When the Friday night strike is over, You guys stuck with me long enough. I got a ton of thumbs down. It sucks. It happens. I'll get over it. I'll see you guys next week. So, you guys take it easy. You stay safe. As Jen says, always keep one in the chamber. You know, I'm going to go one further and says always keep your guns cocked and locked. And I will see you next Friday. So take it easy, y'all. We'll see you next Friday. Shall not be infringed. Let's see. All right.